Namaste, I am Dr. Atul Rakshe. I wish you a very happy and healthy International Day of Yoga. On this day, I am going to tell you a story about a man who was not born in India. He was born in Sri Lanka, but took the message of authentic yoga and Ayurveda to the West, to the places where yoga and Ayurveda were not much known. His name is Swami Joythimayananda. Like a real son of India, Mother India, he took efforts and dedicated 4 decades of his life to the propagation, education, and authentic practices of yoga and Ayurveda. Swami Joythimayananda's life is a tribute, is a dedicated effort and mesmerizing example of how a man can transform his own life to benefit the people who need this information, this knowledge, this legacy of India, and who has taken relentless efforts for the education, propagation and practices of yoga and Ayurveda. Swami Joythimayananda was born on the 3rd June of 1941 in Sri Lanka. He educated himself for yoga and Ayurveda and started practicing yoga and Ayurveda in Sri Lanka. But unfortunately, during the genocide, during the unrest and during the civil war of Sri Lanka, he was forced to leave his own country with only the family members and few of his students. He decided to migrate to Italy. In the city of Genoa in Italy, he started working with all the dedication and compassion for the education and practices of Ayurveda. In a country where the life is completely new, the weather is new, the people are new, the language is new, with small children, he still was working and taking efforts for Ayurveda and yoga. After a few years, he started traveling extensively in various parts of European continent. And now is the time when we recognize Swami Joythimayananda is the real ambassador of yoga and Ayurveda to the West. Unfortunately, his life story is not known, not much understood, and not much recognized in the continent, in our own country and the community of yoga. Swami Joythimayananda wrote around 100 books in various languages. He himself spoke Sinhalese, English, Italian, Spanish, Tamil, many languages. His wife, Rajalakshmi, is a very important teacher of Indian culinary sciences, Indian recipes in the West. His sons, Kandipan and Umahar, both are big help in Swami Joythimayananda's life, in erection and establishment of Ashram Joytinat, which is a very known place now for yoga and Ayurveda practices, various workshops and other activities. His daughter Nadeshwari, who educated herself in Bharatanatyam, is a very well-known dancer and educator of ancient Indian dance in the West. So his whole life and hundreds and thousands of his students now are a big family, a big community who regularly organize many programs for the authentic information, education and practices of yoga and Ayurveda. Not only in Italy, various cities of Italy, but also other parts of European continent like Portugal, San Marino, Spain and places like these. Swami Joythimayananda's story of struggle is not just a story of a man trying to struggle for his own life, but it is a contribution to yoga, to Ayurveda, to humanity and Mother India. Now his books are so popular and so authentic that they are used by his students and many more enthusiasts of yoga and Ayurveda all across the world, and especially the Italian communities who want to know more about the Indian sciences. Indian sciences like Ayurveda, yoga, Indian culinary sciences, Indian cuisines and Indian culture have played a monumental role in shaping up the psyche, the information and the mindset of Europeans, and the great contribution of Swami Joythimayananda must be remembered. Also, it is very important to see how he has taken efforts to take the Indian culture to the West, not just by yoga and Ayurveda. Now they have a beautiful ashram called Ashram Joytinat. There are 26 conferences, annual conferences, without any support of a Indian government or any organization or any Italian organizations. Without any support, here they have been taking efforts, and every year, 26 years, I am really fortunate that I was also a representative and speaker and now a guest at the conferences which are called International Ayurveda conferences. Swami Joythimayananda is very, very closely associated with International Ayurveda Association and very close disciple and a friend of our Guru, Professor Dr. P.H. Kulkarni. And we are really proud that such kind of a human being, such amazing, dedicated personality is associated with us. And we are really close. We are really close to his family, his community. And we have seen how a man can change the perception of a community towards another community. In the Ashram Joytinat, it is amazing to see how people gather every year. 200, 300, 500 people gather all across the European continent, and they chant Indian mantras. They live there in an Indian style. They use the Indian attire. They eat Indian food. They study Indian sciences, and they stay there together for a 3-day festival. It is no more only 1-day conference, but that is a festival now for last few years that is called Dolce India. Dolce means sweet. The message of sweetness of India is taken to the West by Swami Joythimayananda, and this video is a small effort, a small tribute to a big contribution of Swami Joythimayananda, who was not born in India but took the message from Sri Lanka to Italy and from Italy to the whole world. And we are really, really grateful and proud of your contribution, Swamiji. We wish you a long, healthy and happy life, and many, many students and many conferences, many more meetings with you, Swamiji. We are proud of you. We love you. Thank you.